Greetings, greetings, family. Been a couple weeks. We got in the jungle. We in the matrix, but we really in the heart of all. Just enjoying the snow weather. Just a couple thoughts on my mind. How much do we really know about all that we think that we know about? You really know more than you think you know. You just haven't been. We haven't been as privy to it. Like when you examine religion, examine science, and when I say science, I'm talking about the strategic structure you learned in high school, the program. I'm saying Henry Ford and you know Bell Grammar, whatever, electrical companies versus doing it Tesla's way. American education, Western education versus living off nature and living with nature and the science of the universe. So I'm not talking about science as in knowing, which is what science means. I'm talking about the juxtaposition of science in the public education of what you think you know about life using that paradigm and using what you learn in religion as a paradigm. The things that are taught in institutions versus knowing yourself. And all I'm saying is how much do we really know about the world? All the information we finding out. How much do you really know about yourself? Who are you and where do you come from? I really like to use scripture, even though it's a lot of even though it's a lot of controversy about the scriptures. I like to use scripture because it's the social paradigm which we live in, and believe it or not, it holds hundreds of thousands of years of human intellect and development codified in allegorical symbolism. If if we tell the whole history of the Americans, American history, from Colombo up till now, versus now going into the new age when we bring the balance back. When we look back and tell that story, if we said starting like from like 1492, and we talk about them coming up with the power of the book and white man's burden and colonizing the world, if we use all that and made a story for him and said like the dragon from Europe blind, just made a story about it and then told that back to our kids and then broke down every part of that story that referred to something like, first the dragon crossed the sea. And that was like when Colombo crossed the sea or something. If we codified that story and told it back, it would be a simple couple sentence paragraph story, but it will cover hundreds of years of information. That's how each scripture in the Bible is. It's not just talking about historical events, it's talking about the vast history of the records of the past of this planet, astrological information, science information, knowledge about God. We use that word God, but we're talking about the creator of life. But the point I want to make in this right now is the connection of all. There is no separation between you and God. There is no distance to cover. In your mind, in your psyche, you have distance in your mind about when you can exhale and because you got to wait for Jesus to come back, and then the devil to be defeated, and then the money system be overthrown, and then you got to wait for that, and then wait for God to institute the kingdom, and then finally when everything's destroyed, then finally you can go, all is well, la, la, la. But you don't have to wait till then to get that feeling. Because that feeling, law of attraction, right? As a man thinks in his heart, that feeling is what is going to bring about that state that you're trying to get to. Instead of you, they got us here going to church every Sunday, going to work every Monday, going to school, back, forth, and the money system. The whole time waiting for Jesus to come back, we up in this money system, and we're here and we're oppressed. Everything we pray to about God on Sunday, a lot of it, 90% of it involves money, and we go on in this oppressed mindset, waiting for some future, hanging on carrot on the stick in the future. When that's not what the Bible teaches. That's not what any of the ancient scriptures teach. The kingdom comes back in the realm, in the earth, through you. But when I come, will I find faith on the earth? O ye of little faith, ye are God. Ye are gods. That's what it say. Not being controversial. But he who got ears to hear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Job got in an argument with God. He was running his mouth off. There's 42 chapters in the book of Job. He was running his mouth off for like 20 chapters. Like there was argument with 3 people, but there's argument going on between him and God, and good and right and wrong, and justice and life and wrong, light and dark, for like 20 chapters of him, and then like 30, 36, 37 total of the whole debate. It's an argument going on, and it's dialogue. It's chapter after chapter after dialogue, and it's Job saying, "Hey yo, where God? I wish he become down here so I can judge him face to face, be like a man, look me in the eye, man to man. I got questions for him. Where you at? What's up with this good? What's up with this goodness equals goodness? I was taught